Look, this message isn't for everyone. It's only for a select few, but take it how it resonates. That little side piece señorita that does a little something strange for a little piece of change has been throwing all kind of brujeria at you for years. But what she didn't count on is your lineage. Your Mexican ancestors and spirit team are kicking that SSA too. This happened in an effort to hurt you, but the truth is, you don't have to give a flying freak. She has something going on with her mental health, so she's quite obsessive and odd. You thought you were different. And she's deeply involved with the whole scandal with the thievery child. She be playing all kind of spells on that ex-warlock of yours. And honestly, he don't even know what hit him. The hypocrisy is loud with these two. They called you promiscuous, yet they out there riding around and getting it. They are definitely a karmic match. Both of them are extremely dark, so maybe they throw spell work at each other. Can you imagine after an argument? Ooh, child. It probably goes down. But anyway, they just passing around fluids. Ew. They know how intuitive you are, but they still try to treat you like the dummy that don't know. Child, he loves him some tender, so maybe he for the streets. Let him stay or be where he wants to be. You are a light worker, for goodness sake. You cannot have someone with incubus and Jezebel attachments in your personal space and trying to suck up and drain all your energy. No. Make it make sense. Because no. And God said no. And don't be surprised if they have children or babies or something together. In your case, she could be pregnant or maybe lied. Who knows? But now you can finally live in peace and away from those who didn't think you deserved to be here. He once told you that you ain't worth all that. So now you like touche my need. Her obsessive behind can gladly have him. You deserve so much better than that. Now the reason they hooked up is stupid to begin with. Going out of town and getting rooms just to betray you. And you already know he won't tell the truth no matter how much tea you clock. This is exactly what narcs do. But you've known that you've been betrayed for years. That mask been slipped. He's done spell work and magic on you too. He's jealous of you and never deserved you. It was all a setup from the very beginning because he never truly loved you. You don't even know how to love. Neither one of them truly love themselves. And he definitely can't love you the way you truly deserve. Chosen, I know what it's like to experience an incubus attachment. Back when I was at my lowest, I still had God with me. But I wasn't as spiritually mature as I am today. Let me tell you something. I was still able to fight it. I was never out there sleeping around, and I still had self-respect. And you can experience urges and still fight it. Sometimes people face more than one attachment. But now, at this point in your journey, you're so much stronger. You're wiser, more spiritually mature. Your powers have advanced. And God is not going to allow that to attach to you. Back then, you were lower vibrational. When y'all got together, y'all both were. So in my experience, the next time it tried to happen, I could sense it. I could sense that it was trying to attach, but it didn't work out. I was actually envisioning the spirit and everything. So it just depends on what gifts you have. If you're able to see, if you're able to hear, if you're able to feel, if you can read emotion and so forth. And I have a lot of spiritual gifts. So yeah, I was able to tell right away. God said no. And that's why it's important to be aware of your surroundings and who you allow in your personal space. Everybody does not deserve access to you. And practice being celibate, especially if you're aware that your partner is sleeping around or having multiple partners. And child, not being honest about any of it. Protect yourself in that way too. STIs and STDs are real. You can't always look at someone and know whether or not they have one, but you have gifts. Use your discernment. Think about those downloads. Think about those dreams. Pay attention to them. And some infections don't have obvious symptoms. So use protection, get tested, know your status. And don't gamble with your health just because somebody else refuses to be honest. If you need to step back and practice celibacy until you know exactly what you're dealing with, do that. You can still have self-respect. You can still experience urges and fight them. You can still choose yourself. Oh, yes, you can. And if you believe your partner has spiritual attachments, you may also believe that those attachments and energies may also try to attach to you via that connection, whether you understand that spiritually or simply as protecting your emotional and physical boundaries. Be intentional about who you allow access to you. But see, your spiritual gifts keep you fully equipped. Ain't nobody pull the wool over your eyes. You see what you see and you know what you know. Beloved, it's a very sad and unfortunate situation, and God is not pleased, but some of this was in his plan, okay? So just know that none of this is your fault or about who you are. Well, it's It's obviously about who you are. As a chosen one, you've experienced attack after attack from the time you were a child. So yeah, it's highly draining. But you ain't new to this, you true to this. What's wild is someone mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically healed wouldn't have had such a dark heart and twisted way of thinking to steal from you what was rightfully owed to you. The whole town then rallied up thinking they was gonna be rich off of you. Little you. Like damn, by the time they split it all up, it ain't even worth it. It's way too many of them involved to get a good cut. And the ironic part, you probably would have helped these people, yet they chose to turn on you and steal. That is pure greed and selfishness. It's so evil and nasty. Now look at them. They out here drinking like crazy and probably on them rugs. That's sad, but you can't hurt people and expect good forever. They actually tried to play God. That is a complete no-no. The truth eventually comes to light. You prayed and the cord was officially cut. No more soul tie. Your energy can no longer be siphoned, and you are very highly spiritually protected. Child, do yourself a favor, because these people are not even certain about their sexuality. They didn't have orgies, all kind of things that you probably weren't aware of, or maybe you were able to see through a dream or so. But when I see it was going down, they was a little too comfortable. Okay, you feel me? Too comfortable. And that puts you at risk. Like, y'all are doing far too much. Where is the self-love? Where is the self-respect? And she wants to be able to, use that against him, because anybody can try to blackmail somebody by telling others they're gay. And then they'd be involved in a lawsuit together, because I'm sure somebody wouldn't like that. I can't help but wonder how it must feel knowing you've come up against an earth angel, a high priestess, someone very highly protected, someone with royal lineage. Every single trap that was set for the chosen, they'll be falling into all of them. You ain't doing no witchcraft and spells and magic on nobody, especially anything dark. But if it makes them feel better to accuse you of such, instead of take accountability and know that they're getting their own SSA whooping right back at them, oh well, so be it. But your spirit team, they ain't playing. They got them spooked, okay? And you ain't even got to do nothing. That's the important part about it. So just sit back, work on your healing and advancing your skills. Keep leveling up. You about to glow up. Get ready for that, okay? Listen to me. Keep on pushing forward. God will never leave nor forsake you. This didn't happen to you. It happened for you, because now you can finally level up and get exactly where you're supposed to be. You're about to make it big. You're about to be very successful. And major opportunities are coming your way right now. The blockages they try to put on you only clear the path for your elevation. Let them keep their messy karma while you step into your major blessings. Consider taking the time you need to continue healing. You've already been working on healing for things that you went through lifelong. And I would love to say, as chosen ones, that maybe there would be a day that we didn't have to battle demons constantly. But that ex-warlock was definitely a walking demon, okay, here on this earth. Possibly even a fallen angel that had another opportunity to do right. This was a test for a lot of people, and they all failed. So with that being said, continue to protect yourself. If you feel or notice that you are being followed, there is an investigator that is local that may be trailing behind you. So if you do feel, you get a feeling that you are being watched or whatever, you want to be vigilant and pay attention at all times. But it's likely that you do have like somebody riding around in like a small car, like a gray Kia with black rims or something like that. Possibly it may be a different car for you, but riding around, coming down to your street, but that's all caught on camera as well. But just know that if you feel like you're being followed, it could possibly be that investigator. Because, this has been going on a long time, and you've been tracked by law enforcement, and you're also being surveillanced and stalked This is a gang stalking situation, so everybody involved in that whole cult organization, that whole dark organization, you had a lot going on. So it's going to take some time to heal. It's going to take a long time to trust, but just know that you can always trust God, the Holy Spirit, your spirit team, your spiritual guides. Just know that. And I wish I could say it gets easier from here, but the more we level up, it's even higher demons we have to face that come up against us. So just know that if you could get through this, you could get through anything. When I say this is about to go down in history as one of the largest incidents, and it is going to be public. So just know that and prepare yourself and be ready for that. You don't have to talk to news people and all that if you don't want to. But God, if He asks you to speak, and it's to help others heal. If you, like me, you are also a healer, or you have some type of gifts that you're doing something for others, other children, as well as people in the community, So just stand strong. Don't give up. You're not the only one going through this. And there are many children right now going through similar situations within the body, So y'all just know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So remain encouraged and have faith, okay? You made it this far. It's for a reason. You've been poisoned, and God made it so that your immune system would not shut down on you. So your spirit team is watching. God is always watching. And you were sent here on a mission, so of course you're protected. But these people had an opportunity to get it right. But they chose the darker way, yet once again. So the saga continues. So, chin up, buttercup. I love y'all so very much. And I holla.